How are you doing? Welcome back to another edition of Fong's Weekly Mortgage Tips. Hopefully you guys are doing fine. Today I'm doing a follow-up to a post that I did last Thursday or last Friday, and I said you want a pre-underwritten loan as opposed to a pre-approval, you know? And sometimes I do these posts to get people to think, right? Because contrary to the truth, right? We get sucked into a lot of misconceptions and stuff that's not really true, you know? So. And that's one of the big reasons why I do videos, because I want to make sure that the truth is getting conveyed out to you guys, right? My friends, right? So you want a pre-underwritten loan instead of a pre-approval before you even start shopping, okay? Again, brings me back to the video I did last week. We have to slow down. You know, this instant gratification, I want it now, is just not the way you want to approach a real estate transaction, okay? You want your loan officer to do as much due diligence upfront as possible, especially if you've had multiple jobs in the past, bankruptcies that are not showing up on credit, inquiries that have not showed up on credit. You know, I've pulled credit to where, you know, credit looks perfect, no debts, but the client went and bought a car 2 days ago, but doesn't pull up on credit, right? So if you guys aren't being honest, we don't know as well. So you guys have to be honest. We're not gonna get everything, right? But that's why we need to slow it down. Make sure we're disclosing everything up front, because what a good loan officer is going to do is they're going to take your file and they're going to structure it around the obstacles. Okay, so be transparent up front. Let your loan officer know as much as possible about your financial situation, bankruptcies, foreclosures, auto loans that you just taken out, you know, gaps of employment. Be honest, right? The loan officer's his or her job is not to deny your file, right? Their job is to structure your file so that they can get it approved, okay? So let's get back to the point. What's the difference between a pre-approval and a pre-underwrite? I've done this video before in the past. A pre-approval is simply just a loan officer's interpretation of your file, right? Again, the loan officer is not the one that's going to be approving the file, or not going to be the one that's going to have the final say, right? What if you hit a loan officer who's only been in the business for about a month or two, okay? Such as a friend, family, or relative, right? You want to give them your business, but they don't know guidelines yet. Guidelines are thousands of pages, right? So that's why you want a loan pre-underwritten. The difference? Well, a pre-underwritten loan is that the loan officer structures your loan, sends it straight to the underwriter that's going to be approving the loan. The underwriter approves your income, credits, assets, and employment before you even go out there shopping. So 80% of the file is done already. And at this point, once you get an accepted offer, the only thing you're waiting on is for the property to appraise. Make sense? See how much easier that is if you took the time up front, did the due diligence. You know, it takes a little bit longer, you know, 5 to 7 days, but it's worth the headache. Get that done and out of the way instead of getting an offer accepted and then having to worry about that on the back end. Okay, sellers and listing agents, they also know that as well. If I'm going up against another loan officer and that loan officer has a pre-approval and I have a pre-underwrite, chances are I'm winning. Okay, I'm going to tell that listing agent, look, Mr. and Mrs. Listing agent, this loan is pre-underwritten. It's gone through underwriting, right? 80% of this file is done. I just need your property appraised and we're home free. Or are they going to accept the other caller and say, yeah, you know, we're pre-approved, we haven't gone through underwriting yet, we don't know, you know, right? So you want a pre-underwritten file. Does that make sense? So 2 things today: slow it down, make sure your professionals are doing their due diligence, your real estate agents and your loan officer. And 2, before you even start shopping, slow it down. You want your loan to be pre-underwritten, okay? Makes sense. If you guys have any questions, feel free to leave me a message below.